Chosen one. This is the season where your spirit, your mind, and even your body are being renewed for something greater than you have yet experienced. The strength you once relied on was enough for where you were, but it will not be enough for where you are going. That is why things feel different, why you may feel stretched, tested, or even drained. It is not because you are weak, it is because you are being rebuilt. Renewal is not always gentle. Sometimes it strips away old layers, removes what no longer serves you, and replaces it with something stronger. The process can feel heavy, but it is proof that you are being prepared for the next level. What you are carrying is too great for old strength, and so new strength is being given to you. Chosen one. Before we move deeper, let me tell you something important. Stay with this video until the end, because hidden within it are special messages that will speak directly to your spirit. At the conclusion, I invite you to write your most sincere wishes in the comments along with the number 777. This is not simply writing, it is setting intention, sending energy into the universe, and aligning your desires with what is already unfolding. And while you are here, subscribe, because together we are building a community where faith, energy, and divine alignment connect to bring transformation. Chosen one, you may not realize it, but the challenges you have faced lately have been part of this renewal. When your strength felt like it was failing, it was not abandonment. It was recalibration. Think of a tree in autumn, shedding its leaves. To the untrained eye, it looks like loss, like emptiness. But in truth, it is preparation for spring, where new life comes stronger, fuller, more vibrant. In the same way, the places in your life that felt stripped bare were only making room for renewal. Your strength is being upgraded, your perspective is being sharpened, and your spirit is being aligned with what is coming. This renewal often begins quietly. At first, you may notice subtle shifts, thoughts you can't shake, desires for growth you didn't feel before, or even a deep restlessness with things that used to satisfy you. That restlessness is not a curse, it is a sign. It means you are no longer fit for where you used to be. The strength being renewed in you is not to keep you in the same place, but to elevate you to something higher. If you listen carefully, you will sense it in your heart. You were not made to remain here. There is a greater level, and every part of your being is being prepared for it. There will be resistance. Renewal always meets resistance, because the old wants to hold on. Habits that once comforted you may feel harder to break. Relationships that once felt easy may suddenly feel heavy, and patterns that once carried you may no longer fit. Do not mistake this resistance as failure. It is simply a sign that you are transitioning. Your old strength cannot carry you forward, so it must give way to something new. And though it feels uncomfortable, it is sacred. Because once the renewal is complete, you will find yourself moving with energy, clarity, and resilience you never imagined. This is why you have not broken, even when you thought you might. The weight you have carried should have crushed you, but instead it revealed a resilience inside you that could not be destroyed. That is the evidence of renewal. The fire did not consume you, it refined you. The pressure did not destroy you, it produced strength. What you feel now is not weakness, but transformation. And when the process is finished, you will look back and realize that the strength you thought was lost was only being rebuilt, stronger than before, designed to carry you into the next level of your destiny. Chosen one, renewal is never random. It is always intentional, always targeted toward the parts of you that must grow stronger for the season ahead. You may feel tension in areas that once felt stable, but that tension is not to destroy, it is to rebuild. Think about a muscle in the body. Before it grows stronger, it must first be broken down through resistance. In the same way, your spirit has been experiencing pressure, stretching, and strain. Not because you are failing, but because you are being equipped. Your old strength was good for the old battles, but for the new battles, the new opportunities, the new calling, you need more. And so, the renewal process digs deep, strengthening you from the inside out. It is not unusual that during this time you feel both tired and alive at the same time. Tired in your body, tired in your emotions, but alive in your spirit. That is because something greater is being awakened within you. When old cycles break, there is a heaviness as you leave them behind, but there is also a surge of life as you step toward what is new. This is why you sometimes feel both at once, because the renewal process is not just about rest, it is about activation. It is waking up parts of you that were dormant, empowering aspects of your character you did not know you had, and releasing energy you will need for the level you are stepping into. In this journey, patience is essential. Renewal does not happen overnight. A seed planted does not become a tree in a day. It breaks through soil in hidden silence, stretching roots before it ever reaches the light. That hidden growth is essential, because without strong roots, the tree cannot stand when storms arrive. In the same way, your hidden seasons of pain, waiting, and struggle were not wasted. They were building your roots, ensuring that when your strength is renewed, you will not be shaken. Others may not see it yet, but soon the fruit of your endurance will be undeniable. You may also notice that people around you do not understand what you are experiencing. They see the outward signs, your withdrawal, your changes, your new focus, but they cannot see the inner renewal. And so they may misunderstand, question, or even criticize. Do not let that distract you. Renewal is not for them to understand. It is for you to embrace. You are not being shaped to fit their expectations, but to fulfill your higher calling. Their confusion is simply proof that your path is not ordinary. The strength you are receiving is not for approval, it is for destiny. There is also a cleansing that happens in renewal. Old habits, old ways of thinking, even old attachments may begin to fall away. At first, this may feel like loss, but in reality, it is space being created for what is new. You cannot carry dead weight into the next level, and so it must be released. This process is uncomfortable, yes, but necessary. Every release makes room for greater strength, greater wisdom, and greater clarity. Do not cling to what is being removed. It was never meant to travel with you into the next season. And chosen one, here is the promise. The strength you are gaining now will not only sustain you, it will elevate you. Where you once struggled to stand, you will walk with ease. Where you once doubted, you will move with confidence. Where you once felt weary, you will shine with energy that confuses those who thought you were finished. The renewal is not partial, it is complete. Mind, body, and spirit are all being aligned, so that when the next level opens, you are not only ready, you are unstoppable. So hold steady. This renewal is not punishment. It is preparation. It is shaping you for opportunities you cannot yet see, challenges you have not yet faced, and victories you cannot yet imagine. The very fact that you feel this process is proof that something greater is on the horizon. Do not resist it. Lean into it. Because the strength being renewed in you right now is the very strength that will carry you into the future designed for you. Chosen one, there comes a point in your journey where you realize the strength you once depended on no longer feels the same. What once carried you now feels inadequate, and what once sustained you now seems to slip away. This is not failure, it is transition. You are being shifted from one level of strength to another, and that shift feels like weakness at first. But weakness is only the signal that greater power is on its way. Renewal always begins in the place where old strength reaches its limit. Think about how many times you have faced exhaustion and wondered how you could go on. Somehow, even when your body was weary, something rose up inside of you. That something is the renewal process at work. It is the divine energy breaking through your limitations, showing you that you are not meant to live on your own capacity alone. The mysterious flow of strength that appears in your darkest hour is not random. It is intentional. It reminds you that you were never meant to survive on old power, but to constantly be renewed for every season you enter. This renewal often happens in hidden ways. You may not feel stronger right away. In fact, you may feel emptier than before. But just as a caterpillar dissolves in the cocoon before becoming a butterfly, so too must you be remade in silence before your transformation is revealed. That in-between place, where the old no longer works and the new has not yet fully arrived, is where the greatest renewal occurs. Trust the process even when you cannot see the results, because the strength being formed within you is real, even if it is not yet visible. During this season, your perception also shifts. You begin to see life differently. Things that once drained you no longer attract your attention. Environments that once felt comfortable begin to feel too small. People you once leaned on may fade into the background. This is not rejection. It is realignment. You are being lifted higher, and the next level requires a new focus. The renewal of your strength includes the renewal of your vision. You are being taught to look beyond the surface, to notice opportunities others overlook, to sense possibilities others dismiss. This sharpened vision is part of the strength you will need to walk confidently into what lies ahead. And while renewal makes you stronger, it also makes you gentler. Paradoxically, the more your strength is renewed, the more compassion flows from you. Because when you have endured hardship, when you have walked through valleys, you learn empathy for others still in their battles. Your renewed strength becomes not only for you, but for those around you. You become a living example that it is possible to endure and emerge greater on the other side. Your life itself becomes a testimony, showing others that renewal is real and available for anyone willing to endure the process. Do not underestimate what is happening inside of you. The quiet changes, the subtle shifts, the new endurance. They are signs that your strength is not only returning, but increasing. You are not being reset back to where you were. You are being elevated to a level you have never known. The capacity you are gaining will allow you to handle opportunities with wisdom, to face challenges with courage, and to walk through storms without fear. This is why the renewal sometimes feels so intense, because the level you are being prepared for requires more than you have ever carried before. Chosen one, embrace this season. Do not resist the tiredness, the stretching, or the stripping away of the old. It is only proof that you are being made new. The pain you feel is not punishment. It is birth. The waiting you endure is not wasted. It is growth. And the strength that is being renewed in you now will not fade. It will carry you fully into the next chapter, equipped, resilient, and unstoppable. Chosen one, there is something extraordinary about the way renewal works. It does not only restore what was lost, it multiplies what remains. You are not simply being given back the energy that was drained. You are being equipped with a strength you have never known before. That is why this process feels so unfamiliar. Old routines do not satisfy, old patterns do not work, and old solutions no longer bring results. This is not because you have failed, but because you have outgrown them. Renewal demands that you expand, and expansion always feels uncomfortable at first. Look back at the challenges you have endured recently. Notice how each one has forced you to dig deeper than you thought possible. Every disappointment demanded resilience. Every setback called for patience. Every battle required endurance. These were not empty struggles. They were building blocks. Each trial shaped your strength, stretching your capacity so that you could carry more. Others may have seen only hardship, but you now know the truth. Your struggles were training for the next level. You are being renewed not for yesterday's weight, but for tomorrow's purpose. As this renewal unfolds, you will notice changes within yourself that even you may not fully recognize at first. Your thoughts will shift. You will begin to dream bigger, think clearer, and believe more strongly in what is possible. Your emotions will stabilize. You will not be so easily shaken by negativity or fear. Your body may even feel different, lighter, stronger, more aligned with your spirit. All of this is evidence that you are not who you used to be. The old version of you is fading, and the renewed version is emerging with clarity and power. But renewal is not only internal, It also affects your relationships and your environment. Some people who were once close may not understand the new you. They may feel you are changing too quickly or becoming distant. This can be painful, but it is necessary. Renewal often requires release, because not everyone can accompany you into the next level. Some will try to hold you to your past, reminding you of who you were rather than supporting who you are becoming. Do not let their perception trap you. Your renewal is not meant to please them, it is meant to prepare you. At the same time, new connections will begin to appear. People aligned with your destiny will recognize the renewed strength in you and will be drawn to it. These connections will not drain you, but fuel you. They will encourage, uplift, and walk with you as you rise. This is another sign that your strength is being renewed. You will no longer attract what harms you, but what heals and empowers you. Trust these shifts, even when they surprise you. They are proof that you are being moved into alignment with your true purpose. And while renewal builds you, it also protects you. The next level will not be without its challenges, but the renewed strength within you ensures you will not be broken by them. Think of how steel is forged. Only after it has endured intense heat and pressure does it become unbreakable. In the same way, you have been through fire, through storms, through seasons that tested you to your core. And yet, here you stand. That resilience is your armor. It is proof that nothing formed against you can stop what has been placed within you. So as you move forward, embrace the unfamiliar. Embrace the shifts, the endings, the beginnings, and the stretching. They are all signs that you are being renewed for more. The next level requires strength you did not have before, and that is why you are receiving it now. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that every moment of this process is shaping you for what is coming. Renewal is not easy, but it is powerful. And when it is complete, you will walk with confidence into the next season, unstoppable and unshakable. Chosen one, renewal is more than recovery. It is transformation. You are not simply being brought back to where you were before. You are being lifted higher, prepared for opportunities and responsibilities far greater than anything you have carried until now. That is why the process feels demanding. The next level requires more endurance, more wisdom, more clarity, and more resilience. To step into it, you must be equipped with a strength that matches the weight of your destiny. That is what is happening now. You are being renewed from the inside out, so that nothing ahead of you can overpower what has been placed within you. Think about how many times you thought the story was over. You believed the last setback was final, that the last heartbreak had taken too much, that the last disappointment had drained you beyond repair. Yet here you are, still moving, still breathing, still pressing forward. That is the evidence of renewal at work. You are not standing on old strength. You are standing on new strength that was born in the very moments you thought you had none left. Renewal always emerges from the ashes of what seemed impossible. It is proof that endings are never really endings. They are transitions into something greater. During this renewal, you may notice that your focus sharpens. Distractions that once consumed your time begin to lose their grip. Situations that once pulled you down no longer hold the same power. This is intentional. Renewal not only restores your strength, but redirects it. Your energy is too valuable to be wasted on what does not serve your calling. As your strength returns, so does your clarity. You will know where to invest your energy, when to move, when to wait, and when to let go. This is part of the upgrade. You are not only stronger, you are wiser. You may also feel a deeper sense of peace, even in the middle of uncertainty. That peace is not weakness, it is proof of renewal. It shows that you no longer need constant control to feel secure. Instead, you trust the process, trusting that every challenge is shaping you, every delay is protecting you, and every door is aligning with the right time. This inner peace will confuse others, They will wonder how you remain calm while everything around you shakes. They will not realize that it is because your strength is no longer your own. It is renewed, infused with a resilience beyond what can be explained. There is another truth about renewal. It often comes just before elevation. The reason your strength is being renewed now is because you are about to step into something greater. New responsibilities will require you to lead with courage. New opportunities will require you to act with boldness. New environments will require you to walk with confidence. The strength you carried before was enough for then, but not enough for now. This is why you are being rebuilt. You are not falling apart. You are being prepared to rise. And chosen one, let this encourage you. Renewal never comes without reward. The nights you cried, the days you pressed on in silence, the battles you fought when no one else believed in you, they were not wasted. They were investments. And the return on those investments is the new strength you now feel awakening within you. That strength will carry you into victories others thought impossible, into breakthroughs that once seemed out of reach, into blessings that align with the deepest desires of your soul. So do not resist this process. Do not grow weary in the waiting. Trust that every moment of stretching, every moment of silence, every moment of testing is part of your preparation. The strength you are receiving now is not temporary. It is permanent. It will not fade with the passing of days. It will grow as you grow. And when the time comes, you will see that everything you endured was worth it because it gave you the one thing you needed most: strength for the next level. Chosen one. Sometimes renewal feels less like gaining strength and more like losing control. You may feel as if the things you once leaned on no longer work, as if the strategies that once kept you steady now crumble in your hands. This is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of progress. Renewal requires that you release what no longer serves you so that you can receive what will. The old version of you cannot walk into the next level because it does not have the capacity to carry the weight of what is coming. That is why the shedding feels so heavy, because you are letting go of an identity that no longer fits. Every time you felt doors close, relationships shift, or opportunities disappear, it was not rejection. It was redirection. Your strength is not being wasted on things that would have drained you, but preserved for what will sustain you. Renewal does not just give you more power, it gives you better alignment. And alignment is what ensures that your strength is not scattered but focused. With renewed strength, you will not simply survive. You will build, grow, and expand in ways that were once impossible. This process also changes the way you see yourself. In the past, you may have underestimated your resilience, doubted your worth, or believed that you were defined by your failures. But as renewal takes place, those lies lose their grip. You begin to see evidence of your strength, not in theory, but in reality. Every time you rise again, every time you endure what should have broken you, every time you walk forward despite fear, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than you ever knew. This awareness becomes part of your renewed strength. Confidence is no longer borrowed. It is born within you. And while renewal builds you, it also protects you. Have you noticed how certain people can no longer reach you the way they once did? Words that used to wound you now bounce off. Circumstances that used to paralyze you now motivate you. Environments that once drained you no longer hold you captive. That is renewal at work. You are no longer vulnerable to the same battles because your strength has evolved. You have outgrown the traps that once held you, and now you stand freer, lighter, and more prepared than ever. Chosen one. This strength being renewed in you is not temporary. It is not a fleeting burst of energy that fades after the moment passes. It is a foundation being laid in your spirit that will hold you steady for years to come. This is why the process feels so deep and personal, because it is not surface-level change. It is core transformation. You are being rebuilt at the root so that everything that grows from you is unshakable. And when storms come, you will not bend as before. You will stand rooted, firm, and immovable. The beauty of renewal is that it turns scars into stories of victory. What once felt like weakness becomes a reminder of resilience. The very places where you thought you were broken become the evidence of how far you have come. When others look at you, they may see strength, but you will always know the truth. It was born from seasons of weakness, refined by fire, and sustained by divine grace. That is why your renewed strength carries authority. It is not theory, it is lived experience. So, as you walk forward, do not fear the stripping away. Do not mourn the ending of things that no longer serve you. Each release is proof that you are being prepared for more. You are stepping into a level where your strength will not only carry you, but inspire those around you. Renewal was never meant to be easy, but it was always meant to be worth it. And when the process is complete, you will rise with strength that does not just belong to the past or the present, but to the future waiting for you, chosen one. As the renewal deepens, you may begin to notice that the strength returning to you feels different than before. It is not just physical endurance or emotional stability, it is spiritual authority. You walk into rooms, and the atmosphere shifts. You speak words, and they carry a weight that surprises even you. You endure storms with a calmness that others cannot understand. This is because the strength being renewed in you is not ordinary. It is divine. It has a source beyond yourself, and that is why it cannot be explained by logic or human effort. This new strength is not about proving yourself to others. It is about fulfilling the purpose you were created for. Many times in the past, you may have felt pressure to show your worth, to demonstrate your value, to make others see your capabilities. But this renewal frees you from that burden. You no longer need validation from outside voices, because your confidence comes from within. The strength you carry now speaks for itself. The victories you have survived, the storms you have overcome, the trials you have endured, these are the evidence of your renewal. You are no longer trying to convince anyone. You are simply living as proof. There will always be those who wonder how you continue to rise. They will study you, question you, and even try to imitate you. But what they cannot see is the process you endured in silence. They see the strength, but not the nights you cried. They see the peace, but not the battles you fought to find it. They see the confidence, but not the doubt you had to conquer. This is what makes your renewed strength unshakable. It was earned through the fire, and fire-tested strength cannot be destroyed. Another sign of this renewal is the opportunities that begin to align with you. Doors that were once closed begin to open. Paths that were once hidden become clear. People who carry the same energy and vision begin to enter your life. This is because renewal does not just prepare you internally, it positions you externally. When your strength is renewed, you are able to recognize and walk through doors you once would have missed. You are able to seize opportunities you once would have feared. The strength within you aligns with the opportunities outside of you, and together they move you forward. But do not mistake renewal for ease. Just because your strength is new does not mean the journey will be without challenge. The difference is that now the challenges will not break you. The storms will still come, but you will not be shaken. The resistance will still rise, but you will not be stopped. The obstacles will still appear, but you will find ways around them, through them, or over them. This is the gift of renewed strength. It does not remove the battle, but it ensures the victory. And chosen one, here is the most important truth. This renewal is not just for you. The strength being poured into you now will spill over into the lives of those around you. Your family, your friends, even strangers will feel the impact of your resilience. Your words will carry encouragement. Your presence will bring peace, and your story will inspire. You are not just being renewed for your own journey. You are being renewed to become a living testimony for others. So walk boldly into this season. Do not doubt the process. Do not question the stretching. Do not resist the change. Every step is shaping you. Every moment is preparing you. and every challenge is building you. The strength you carry now is greater than anything you have known before. It is not temporary, not fragile, not uncertain. It is strong, lasting, and unshakable.